This review is about the book, The Zombie Survival Guide by Max Brooks, son of Mel Brooks. This is once again a book that I read way back in college, 14 to 17 years ago. I think this was closer to 14. I think I was 22 when I was, or 21 when I was reading this. It's a really good book. The zombie phenomenon still exists. Everybody loves zombies. Resident Evil is still. Oh, sorry, my phone is ringing. Just one moment. Sorry. The zombie phenomenon still exists, as stated. Resident Evil is still huge. I love the Resident Evil series. It's very good. I think all of us are interested in the concept of how we would survive in a situation that's relatively survivable. Because zombies are not super smart. But that's what's interesting about it. It's a fun read from what I can remember. And again, I'm really just doing a lot of these reviews on raw memory. I'm not doing a lot of research on them. So pardon if I get some of the details wrong. Some of the weapons that they talk about to use, they're on the cover, but the hatchet and the shotgun, those are two good ones. The hatchet for close combat, as well as the shotgun for close combat. Although that there looks like a sniper rifle or a rifle of some sort. I always think of what I would use if I were in a zombie apocalypse. Um, so whenever I'm in a building that I am not familiar with, I always look for the escape exits. And you should do this anyway, just to be safe. But when I think about it, when I think about how would I escape, I'm not only thinking about what I would do during a fire. I am also thinking about zombies in an imaginary sense, obviously, but it's fun to think about hypothetically. And so I think I probably use the fire extinguisher as a weapon. I mean, obviously know your exits, and then if you can get access to the fire extinguisher, you can use that not only to break windows and to beat zombies over the head with, but you can also use it to distract them as well as others who might be trying to gain turf that might be advantageous, resources that might be beneficial to you. So that's what I thought of. I mean, I don't know if they talk about that in the book or not. I can't remember, but that would be my advice if a zombie apocalypse were to suddenly occur and you're at work. Um, I don't know what else I would use. I mean, if I were to be in my home when that happens, my apartment does have a fire escape which I can use, which is good. I'd probably use my largest kitchen knife that I have access to. My parents also aren't far away, and I do have a car, so I could go to their house. They have a gun. I think it's a rifle or a shotgun. It's one of those. But they do have that. And I'm also thinking about my step grandfather, who also has, I believe, hunting guns and as well as hunting bows. So they would be a good resource to go to. My mom also may have access to horses and horse farms, which may also be a good form of transportation once the car gasoline runs out. So I don't know if my parents were thinking about that when they were building their house way back in 2001 or whatnot. But I'm trying to think of what else they did that was smart regarding this hypothetical scenario. They have my mom has her own garden too, so gardening and eating one's own food that one grows is beneficial because if you already have your own seeds, you can just recycle that and then feed yourself throughout the whole year. So if it comes to zombie apocalypse, if my parents let me back into their house, I'd be set. If they don't, I'm screwed. I don't have very much. I have a car. I have a knife that I could use. I'd obviously bring whatever food I have. I do have a sai, tonfas, a bow staff and commas also, which I could use for weapons, which are good. Um, they'd be blunt enough. The tonfas are blunt enough to cause damage to a zombie's head. And the bow is good, also not quite as blunt, but that's maybe good just for like fending off other humans, as well as the commas, which are, if you don't know what a comet is, or tonfas are, I'm assuming you all know what a bow staff is. That's what Donatello uses. He's the Ninja Turtle with the bow staff. But these are tonfas. These are commas. I'll show you the bow staff and the sai also. This sai is relatively hefty, and I could use it to bash someone's brain in if I really wanted to. So here's the sai. That's what Raphael uses, the Ninja Turtle. And the bow staff, that's just a really long staff. That's the one that Donatello uses. I don't know what I could really use this for, other than maybe to fend off other humans, but it's really not that great of a weapon. I guess I could use it to carry water on the ends of it like the Japanese used to, but that's about it. I'm trying to think of what else I have. I have sunglasses, so that's good. That will protect me from the sun. I really don't have much else that I could use that would help me in a zombie apocalypse. But I went off on a tangent there. The book does talk about a lot of these things. Defending oneself not only against zombies, but other humans, what resources to use, thinking about what happens when my gasoline runs out, where to go. I think the book recommends Canada because it's very cold and zombies wouldn't be able to move very quickly there. And I do live in Rochester, New York, so Canada would be a good option for me if I were to do that. I have some money. I don't have very much right now, but money is also good. Well, maybe not, because in a post-apocalyptic zombie world, money's not really going to do anything. So I'd probably just loot. So Durf, my mistake there. Trying to think what else I could use. I think I'd bring my exercise bands to exercise with. I mean, I could always just do push-ups and whatnot, but sit-ups, core strength, things like that. Yikes, without electricity, I wouldn't be able to use my laptop, my Blu-ray, my DVDs, any of my appliances. So it'd just be a raw kind of world to live in. And Max Brooks does a really good job at going through all these different scenarios, giving good advice on what to use. I guess I could get access to a machete. I don't know if Walmart has this, but they might. So I guess I could loot Walmart too if I needed a gun, if that happened. I'd have to be quick about it. Um, I'm not super big. I'm only about 5'9.5" on a good day, and about 160 pounds. So I do know martial arts, so I could use that to my advantage if that ever happened. Yikes, man! Once I think about this, it's kind of depressing because I don't know how long I'd survive after that. But yeah, he talks about why the zombie apocalypse would occur. I can't remember if he uses the virus scenario, which is the most likely in my mind, which is what 28 Days Later introduced. The Resident Evil one is interesting too, although not quite as likely, as I don't think any government organizations would be willing to turn their subjects into bioweapons, but it is possible. So, just in case, think about what you'd use. Again, this is all just for fun. So, but yeah, it's a good book. Check it out if you haven't read it. It's a bit older. I think it was published in 2003. So it's about 20 years old. And I'm going to review Max Brooks' other book, which was made into a movie, World War Z, next. So I will post that as soon as I'm done with that, or this review. So thanks for listening. I hope you have a good rest of the day.